guys, and welcome to day 77 of Vlay. How are we all doing? Today has been a very miserable, grey, cloudy, wet day. And do you know what? I think I've been taking the weather for granted because having a day like today, I was like, oh, I don't like how it's made me feel. I just feel lazy. I've been chilling with Asia all day. We've not left the house at all. Do you know what I was thinking? I don't know if I said this to you guys, but the whole reason I did Vlay was because I was this close to just stop doing YouTube. It wasn't even because I wanted like subscribers or anything like that. I just felt like I was feeling a bit uninspired, and no one really talks about the grind of YouTube. It's not an overnight success. It's not like TikTok. You really do have to put in the work. Sometimes you just feel a little bit defeated. And I think it's not just YouTube. In a job, if you're at a job for a long time, years, eventually you want to progress, whether that be a pay raise or a new position. And I think that's how it is for YouTube. It's not as if I want notoriety and fame, but sometimes we want to be pushed. We want to have subscribers. We want to reach a different level of engagement. And with YouTube, if you don't be consistent, you get lost in the algorithm because there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people on YouTube, you know, and it's not what it used to be. People prefer short-term content now. And I said to myself, I would do Vlay to give myself one last push to whether I continue or not on YouTube, just because I don't know, I was going so hard before I went away and I was just not really getting anywhere. And I'm so glad I did Vlay because I kind of got out of my head and started to kind of love filming again. And it wasn't even about subscribers. I stopped caring about subscribers. I say subscribe because it's great to have the engagement, but it's not about subscribers for me. It's about building a community of people that see me for me and who I can inspire to live their life, you know, no matter what that is. Do never give up on your dreams. And as corny as that may sound, you're never too old to do what you want to do. And for me, I've been doing YouTube since I was about 24. I had a previous channel and then I stopped it on that and came to this brand new, and I think it was 2023. And then I really started to take it serious. And for me, it's been a slow and steady race, but I have such a wonderful group of people that follow me, that engage on my videos. And I truly want to say to each and every one of you guys, like, thank you so much for seeing me for me, for allowing me to see myself and to step out of my comfort zone, and for supporting me. And, you know, I'm going to tell you a bit about my life, and it's not to be like, feel sorry for me. I never really had much confidence growing up. I knew who I was inside, but I always felt that, like, not insecure, but I felt like I needed validation. And I felt like it was so far-fetched to even think of my dreams coming true. And sometimes when you're brought up around people that don't speak words of love and encouragement, but the opposite, and say you're not going to amount to something, it can sometimes, without you even realizing it, manifest and you start to believe it. And when I gave my all to YouTube and started to gain a subscriber and subscribers that would engage in me, it allowed me to see that, Candice, you don't need to have validation from anybody. Once you love and know yourself, that is enough. And as much as I entertain you guys have done so much for me that I could not even put into words. And that's why I don't give up, because everybody that shows me love, shows me likes, comments, no matter what it is, it just makes me realize like I'm doing the right thing and I'm being true to me, and I'm not afraid to show my vulnerable side, you know. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. And this Vlay, I fell back in love with what I was doing, because I just felt like, what am I doing it for, you know? Most people would give up. As I say, anybody that follows me that does YouTube will know it's not easy. And when you're not getting, not that you do it for money, but you're not getting paid and you're doing content that, you know, you have to spend money, it can feel like you're pouring so much in, your time, your energy, your resources, your finances, and you're not getting anything back. And for me, I never did YouTube for millions of subscribers, although that would be great, or money, although that would be great. I really did it to just show the world me, honestly, and know that it's enough. And yeah, to build my confidence, because as I say, I always knew who I wanted to be, but I needed to feel safe to show the world who I could be. And I don't want to waffle, but I'm just so grateful I did this because it's just made me become a better person. It's taught me consistency, which I lacked before. And yeah, I just feel like I'm such a different person to who I was when I started YouTube and now. So yeah, I was just sitting down in the bed and I took out my laptop because you know what? Fun fact, guys, last year I treated myself to a really nice laptop, and I think I've gone on it 3 times because where I film on my phone, I just upload on my phone through the app. I don't even go on my computer. And then when I got my new camera, I actually sold it the other day before I went to Egypt because I hated it so much. I bought myself a G7X Mark III. Do not get that camera. Do not get that camera. It was the worst. It wouldn't focus. The quality was just not good. It was great if you took just photos, but to vlog, I just hated it. And when you spend so much money, I was like, I can't do that investment again. But I said to myself, do you know what? I always like these kind of raw style vlogs, but I feel like it's time for an upgrade in the quality of videos I do. I want to make my vlogs a little bit more cinematic. I know it sounds a bit extra, but I like watching videos that have a little bit of, you know, music or have a little bit of like visuals, whether it be like not slow-mo, but kind of, you know, like just looks a bit more like you're watching a show rather than just like a raw uncut diary entry. So I want to kind of make that. Not every single video will be like that, but I kind of want to make a bit more effort with my videos. When Vlay's over, I'm going to take like a week or two, maybe a week off, maybe 2 weeks, and just not rebrand but rejig a few things, you know, maybe do an intro, maybe just little changes to my channel that I think will make it a lot better, because you guys deserve quality and it's always quality over quantity. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys. This Vlay has been an experience. It's pushed me purely past my limit in terms of like doing something every single day for 26 to 27 days so far, and it have your life alongside it. It's not easy, guys, and you have to make time and prioritize, you know, clips. And as I said, you know, I went full steam ahead at the beginning, but now as we're heading to the last few days, it's like my body's like, girl, you need a break. Like today it was so miserable and all I wanted to do was just get into bed and watch Twilight series, but I couldn't. I was like, no, I have to get up, I've got to do things. So it's nice that it's got me into that kind of hustle and bustle mode, but equally I feel like moderation. Actually cooking an early dinner just simply because I want to relax. Doing some chicken wings, quick and easy dinner. I'm not even hungry, so I just was like, oh, what can I cook that's quick and my daughter would like? I was going to do spag bowl, but I wasn't in the mood for that, so I thought fried chicken. I've got some leftover rice I need to eat, and this will be fine. I need to go through my wardrobe, but I'm kind of dreading it because it's just going to be a lot. I've got too much stuff, so yeah, I just don't know how that's going to work out. I feel like as I'm editing this vlog, I'm realising it's very chatty, so I'm not going to keep you guys for today's Vlay. Tomorrow I'm going to do something with Asia, whether I take her swimming or bowling. I don't like to be in the house too much, you know, like I like to do things with her. But today it was just so miserable. I was just like, I've got things to do around the house. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.